Hello, it is currently the 19th of February 2025. If you're watching this, it means that I have managed to successfully make a video about renovating our garage into a cool office space. Well done me! So the absolute beginning of this renovation is about to begin in the next couple of days, and I wanted to do the full before tour of what we're working with, so let's go have a look. So this is currently what we are working with. It is a tip currently. We've got a load of wonderful boxes that are there to be recycled, but we can only fit so much in our recycling, so that's all going. So as for what we're doing exactly with this room, as you can see, it is a garage, but we want to not make it a garage. We're not going to use it as a proper garage. We are going to completely insulate all the walls. We're going to get new flooring, and the flooring is going to be raised up a little bit so we can have proper floors. In the ceilings and the rafters, all of this is going to be boarded up and we can have access to it for like a secondary loft space. We're going to get new electrics put in as well, because the idea is we're going to split this into two. So this wall here that you can see, ideally what we're going to do is we're going to split it down the middle and have a sliding door about there. And then on this side will be my office space, and on that side will be Sean's office space. Just going to kit it out in all the same decor together, except for some minor touches. I think that's the plan. I'm thinking maybe like nice rug, putting my desk here, or maybe to the side there, we'll see. And yeah, just like having a nice room that can be separated but also open. And yeah, you have to do a lot of imagination right now. Good morning. Ignore how I look. I'm having a lazy Saturday. It is March the 22nd, I think, today. And I know it's been a while, but there's been a lot of progress on the garage. Not as quick as we thought it was going to take, but that's totally fine. Things are coming along, so I'm going to show you where we're at now. So here is where we are. We've got a load of electrics done. Obviously no lights yet. Everything is currently in a state of plaster. So we'll step in. We've got all of these electrical outlets now, including Ethernet directly from the house, which is great. Ceiling has been put in with a loft, which we'll get to, and we partitioned the wall. So it's a little bit more space this side than that side. And now we're coming into this space, and again we've got the electrical outlets on this side. And then we've also got the loft space up there, which is really handy for us to store any bits and pieces that need to be sort of close to the office, so we don't have to go find too many storage solutions. We're debating whether or not to get a sofa in this side, like a pull-out bed, so when people stay over we've got enough room. We will keep you posted into the next round of stuff, which will be the floor, the ceiling lights, and the whitewash and the door. And then once we've done all that, then it's down to painting. Yeah. Hello again. It's the 30th of March, 2025. I can't remember what date the last update was, but ever since the walls have gone up and all the insulation and everything is like blocked out, it has been all systems go. And I'm very excited. I'm going to show you everything now, but we are very, very close to the renovations. And once we finish that bit, it's on to the super fun bit, which is decorating. Whee! Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like right now and what is left to do. Welcome to the office. Crazy, right? So as you can see, we've got the floor. The floor was installed literally yesterday, so that is fresh. We've done one coat of paint all the way across. We went for a dark grey in the end, like I was hoping, and it's all the way back there. You can't see a lot back there, but hey, wait, how do we shed some light on this? 1, 2, yeah, so all the lighting has now been fixed in. So this actually is bright on this side. The loft bit, the storage bit is all done too. All the sockets are done bar the Ethernet cables, which just need adding plates to. But yes, we just need the skirting board done, another coat of paint, The door's finished. And I think that's more or less it. And the Ethernet cable plugs. And I think that is it. Then we're just gonna have to do a builder's clean and then wait for the summer for the radiator. But honestly, it's looking pretty cool. Hello. So, it's the end of May. I haven't seen you guys in a while as vlogging. A lot has happened, which I'm not going to go into, but a lot of other good stuff has happened, which I'm going to show you now, which is the office is pretty much done. There's still a lot of decorating that needs to be done, which is hopefully the fun part of this vlog, where I'm now going to take you around and do things like build desks and put up fairy lights and all the wonderful bits. But for now, we will show you what it currently looks like. So as you can see, my setup is set up here. It's not ideal because what I don't like at the moment is how there's just parallel lines between desk and wall, and I really want to bring in this space as a bit more cozy, almost like a horseshoe area here. So what has arrived yesterday is an L-shaped desk, which is essentially the same as this, but L-shaped. So we're going to try and do that, and then we're going to move around a couple of these bits. If you've seen my shelves in previous videos, you might recognize that this actually looks far more bare, because I have gone through and decluttered some of the stuff that I don't want to either keep anymore, or I just don't feel like I want to have in the office space. But really, we've kind of kept anything relatively nerdy in the office space, and then I'm wanting to have a sort of more metaphysical side of the office too, so I get to do all my tarot and my crystals and not have them all scattered around the house, but instead I just get to have like one uniform studio for all things nerdy and spiritual. Peppa is currently set up in her new office bed, so she now has 3 beds in her house, because she's very spoiled. This might change. I'm tempted to also look at putting something here instead, but we'll see. I'm kind of wanting to free up that corner space as well, to have maybe a lamp as a nice backdrop, or just basically not have everything crammed in the corner. But I definitely feel like I want to move stuff to cover the Ethernet port and the plug socket here, so it's not just like wires hanging around. The underside of my desk is a mess. We have to do a lot of cable management, and obviously we've got nothing on the walls. I actually really am liking the idea of lining the top of the walls with fairy lights, just to give it some ambient lighting, because if we put on the main lights, they're quite intense. And also I think we kind of want to change these to warmer bulbs anyway. They're neutral at the moment, they're not cool, they're neutral, but I think we prefer warmer bulbs. But even then, they're quite intense, which is helpful, but also, yeah, maybe a little bit too much. So having something that adds a little bit of relaxed mood lighting. And lastly, we've got this door. Now, it is a really cool door. It's a sliding door. We love it. It feels like it's maximum space opportunity, but unfortunately I just don't think it's working. Practically, you can kind of see that the setup of it is already chipping off a lot of the paint. It doesn't really attach to the, you can see there's a gap there. This does pull a little bit more, but it gets caught on the bottom of the skirting board. We've also put this foam strip here to try and minimize noise, but even at the top of the door, even if when this is pulled shut, the noise seeps through. So that side of the office is Sean's space, and so if we're both in meetings, we're still hearing each other really clearly. So yeah, this is where we currently are. And the next clips you will see are of me beginning the process of decorating my side of the room, and maybe getting a cheeky rug just to dampen the sound. Isn't that right, Peppers? Yes. Good cow. Okay, so for now at least everything is set up so I can do work tomorrow, but honestly there's so much that I want to do now that I've got the new desk set up and I've got a load of ideas. So I've got a to-do list of things that I want to buy to either upgrade or replace. So the monitor stand situation, I'm thinking maybe I just get two and have them run across each length, so then I get the benefit of having sort of the raised monitors, having some room underneath, as well as having them lifted off the desk. I'm gonna order some bits and update them and then move around the room a little bit more later this week. Hello June. As you can see, we're kind of getting there. We've now got the two stands. This is probably not the final placement. This is me literally just setting it up 5 minutes before a work meeting yesterday morning. We have this little gadget which I'll be able to set up today. This is a switchboard for display ports. So it's got USBs on the front. As you can see, you've got a switch button here. It's also got some jacks at the front, but we're probably not going to use them. Instead, this is what we're focusing on. The two DPs in, out, shake it all about. So now I'll be able to put this on here and switch with a button without having to go all the way down there and figuring out everything. As for the layout, we're vibing with this at the moment. We're going shelf here, little shelf here. And the reason for that is I'm thinking, yes, about the general flow of the space. I don't know, I feel like this setup works quite well because then if you get the nice backdrop, if I'm on camera here or if I want to film any videos here, you've got a backdrop here and we have this lovely big wall space which I want to hang my Eowyn sword. I've got guitars that also need putting up on the wall. I kind of like having this corner space free. I'm thinking like a plant or a lamp or something. At the moment there's the fan because it's hot, but I'm thinking something here. And then we've got all this free real estate, and Pepper's bed is still here for now. I'm kind of again debating whether to put something little here and maybe shift Pepper's bed somewhere else. Speak of the devil and she appears. It is the end of November and I think it's finally time to really decorate the little bits in the office, the walls, the little trinkety bits. This has taken me like far longer than I thought it would. I thought I'd be like, oh yeah, and then I'll get a Saturday free and I just put up all the pictures. It turns out that this year has been like the busiest year I've ever had, ever. You know, got married, went on a honeymoon, just, you know, little things. So today is finally the day where I allocate time. I'm going to put pictures up, I'm going to put shelves up on the walls, I'm going to properly decorate it, and I think at that point we're super close to getting this whole office renovation pretty much done. We totally got scammed by the blind place. We had to claim that back because they went out of business, so we don't have blinds still. I'd still love to get a rug in here as well, but the one rug that I really liked is way too expensive. So yeah, today we've got a couple of bits. We've got a couple of pictures to put up. I'm actually going to put that on the wall because it's meant to be sort of attached to the wall as a little like shelf slash, I don't know what you'd actually call it. So we've got all this wall space and I don't want to overdo it, but yeah, it's got to be done because I am sick of having just stuff everywhere and I need to find places for it and make this feel like a nice, big cozy space. So let's do that. Yeah. So, we have finally come to the end, for now, of the office renovation. This has taken way more time than I thought it would, and there's still plenty to do. As you can see behind me, there's still a load of wall space. I have some ideas of what I'd like to do to fill in that space. There's even intentionally space on these back walls to have, again, extra room to add things. I'm so sorry, my incense, I think, is blowing in front of the camera, so you are blessed. But I think, considering it's been many, many months, I'm going to wrap up this particular vlog. So hopefully this has been enjoyable to watch. I've never made it, well, no, I tell a lie. I did make an office renovation in our last flat. So this has been an entirely new project though, because this is literally building things almost from the ground up. So I hope this has come out fairly enjoyable as something a little bit different. I'll probably post any updates on my Instagram if you're interested in following me for that kind of content, plus general nerdiness, LARP, cosplay, gaming, books, that kind of shenanigans. Then feel free to follow me on that, and I'll probably post some photos and updates of when I get things like rug, more things on the wall behind me. Oh, but that does remind me, this time of the year there is one extra bit of decorating that I would like to do. So, I hope that transition worked. If not, I am so sorry. As you can probably tell from the clips of the afters on this office, there is definitely a big inspiration of high fantasy, sort of witch aesthetics, Wicca, Lord of the Rings, Skyrim, LARP, and sort of older, more aged looking aesthetics, you know, things like old aged maps, scrolls that I've got, books everywhere, mixed with then all of the nerdy stuff, the video game figurines, my love of Kingdom Hearts, my love of all things nerdy. I'm actually really happy with how everything has turned out, because it is this nice blend of old meets new tech. It leans definitely more towards the high fantasy, traditional fantasy looking stuff, but I don't mind that at all. So I'm really excited to have created this. It's a long time coming. I'm very behind with a lot of things, as always, but we'll probably get to that in another video. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked anything, then feel free to stick around and subscribe, or follow me on my variety of social media, which I may or may not use because I'm really bad at using social media. But either way, I hope that you've had a nice cozy time just chilling out with me, and I look forward to catching up with you all soon. Bye.